Hello friends, welcome you in this video tutorial, and you are watching KK Java tutorials. In this video tutorial we are going to learn about two important methods in string class. First is the charAt and second is the substring methods. So first of all we'll try to understand these two methods theoretically, and finally we'll see a practical example. So let's say, what does basically charAt method in Java, which belongs to the string class. So you can get the character at a particular index within a string by invoking the charAt accessor method. The index of the first character is 0, while the index of last character is string length -1. So let's take an example. If you want to get a character at index 3 in a string, is called example string, and here you can call charAt method on this string and you can pass the index. So here we are passing the index as 3. So as I said, index starts from the 0. So 0, 1, 2 and 3. So you have a m at character m at index 3rd that will be returned to you. So here I have created an example. There we can understand these things. So we have a string, example string, and initially we are calculating length of the string. So of course this is gonna give you the length of this string itself, and we are trying to fetch a third character in this string, right, by using charAt. So if I run this application, then you can see, so length of character is 14. So there are 14 characters in this length including a space, and we have a m at index 3rd, right, and that's getting returned to us. Now I hope you understood how basically charAt method works. So this is very important method when you are playing with the sometimes a string data type, and you need to look into the every index character at every index, right, and you are looping through the every index, right. So that's the reason I wanted to cover this charAt method. Now next method we would like to talk, that is called substring method in Java, which belongs to the again string class. So if you want to get more than one consecutive character from a string, you can use a substring method of a string class in Java. The substring method has two versions or two overloaded methods. Now first, substring method, which takes the begin index and end index. So here this method basically returns a new string, that is a substring of this string. So when this returns a new string, means this method will not refer to the actual string, right. This method will create a completely new string when you call this method on any string. So basically this will return a string that is substring of the this string. When I say this string, means here you can see an example. We have a string and we are calling substring method on so this string is nothing but your current string. So that's the this string. So basically the substring basically begins at the specified begin index and extends to the character at the index, and that index is and index -1. So which means begin index is the inclusive, whereas and index is the exclusive, right. So here begin index, let's say I have a specified 0, so that's inclusive, that starts from 0, and I have a specified the basically and index 7. So 7 is the exclusive, means 7 -1, right. So this will take the character starting from the 0 till 6, right. So I hope you understood how basically this index works, right. Now certain things you will have to keep in mind, like this method will throw index out of bounds exception is thrown if the begin index is negative, or and index is larger than the length of the string object, or begin index is the larger than and index. In these two cases this method is going to throw out of bound exceptions, right. Now second, we have a overloaded method. There you can specify only begin index. So and this method basically returns again new string, and that is a substring of this string. The integer argument specifies the index of the first character. Here return substring extends to the end of the original string, index out of bounds exception is thrown if begin index is negative or larger than the length of the string. So, and here you can see string basically backed up by the one character array, and this is the way basically that basically holds a string in the memory. So here if you store a example string in the string, then that is going to, you can see the pictorial representation. So in first index you have a e, in second index you have a x, similarly on 13th in the index you have a g, and length of the string would be 14, right? That is start from the 0 till 13, so length would be 14. Now let's try to understand these things through a example. So here str substring I am passing 0 to 7, right? So 0 is the exclusive and 7 is the 0 is the inclusive and 7 is the exclusive. So this will give you the character starting from the 0 till 6, right? So this will give you the substring starting from 0 to 6. Now substring method here we have used, which is taking only one parameter. So this will take the character from starting from the 8th index until end of the index. So that will start taking character from 8th index until end of the string. So this will return you the string. And when we talk about this will give you the substring starting from the 0 to 6th index. So 0 to 6th index. So this will give you the example, right? Now we have another substring method, which basically there we have specified the index start index as a 14, but length of that's the length of our basically a string, right? This is not gonna return you anything. But here substring, here if you specify the begin index larger than the length of the string, then this is going to throw an exception. So let's see, here you can see the output what is expected. So last call doesn't throw any exception, but here if you specify the index larger than the length of this string, so length of this string is 14, so up to 14 that's fine, not a problem, this is not throwing any exception. But if I specify the length let's say 15, that is greater than 14, length of the, that is the greater than length of the string, so in that case this is going to throw java.lang.string index out of bounds exception, right? So you cannot specify length here, begin index basically in the substring larger than the length. So 14 is okay because 14 is the length of our string itself, so that you can specify, right? So that's all I wanted to cover in this video tutorial, guys. I hope you enjoy learning this video. If you really like this video, then hit on the like button and don't forget to share and subscribe my YouTube channel.